Had to do that quietly.
You have to, in our seasons.
World, welcome to the show.
Welcome. Happy
You
Thursday.
Yes.
You look good.
Okay, so let's jump into it. Let's have this fight.
Choosing violence.
So yesterday, what had happened was...
What had happened?
So Christopher, I'm gonna call him whole name Christopher. So he ordered DoorDash, right? So we went in on the DoorDash order together. I'm not putting you out there. But
you go. No, we always do that. This is a regular
thing. So we went on the DoorDash order together. So I said, okay, give me my amount. I tell him. I said, well, what's the tip? I'm trying not to put you out there, friend.
I'm proud.
Kris said $2.
Dos.
I said, hold up. They're not going to spit in my food. They're not going to spit in my food. So, Kris, yes, please give me your explanation for the $2 tip.
So, see, what happens is the delivery fee fluctuates. And when they go over a certain threshold, I consider that gratuity. So I take that out of the tip. Listen, you can't hit me with a $12 delivery fee and then expect me to tip on top of it. My meal was only $20. Our meal was only $20 together. Yeah, I'm sorry. Do you tip on top of gratuity?
I tip. Of course I tip.
Oh,
Let me listen. No, sir, them naga spitting on my food.
Nah.
No. Listen, it doesn't matter how many charges that they charge. That has nothing to do with the actual driver.
Most people don't even tip the Uber driver.
Don't be that most. Oh, wow. That's
don't be that
good.
Person. You're not going to make me look bad.
I'm going to make it look bad because guess what? Those people live off of tips. They don't get a salary.
I tip well when I go to restaurants. I was
What's
a waiter.
The difference? Blows on skirt. Wait a minute.
But they get paid more hourly than waiters do in restaurants. That's why I'm like, nah, they good.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Waiters in restaurants get an hourly stipend, although it being
it's
small.
It's little to nothing. When I worked at IHOP, I got paid $2 an hour.
They don't get that. They don't. No. Don't listen to Kris.
They need to make a flat delivery rate
They
for
don't.
all. They don't.
No.
Some places it's 99-cent delivery fee. Then you hit me with a $5.99 delivery. No.
I think you need to go get your own food. I need to. You go get your
Me
own
wanted
food.
curry chicken punby lunch break.
No. We don't sound like that. And I need you to go get your own food. Because let me tell you something. The fact that they're out there doing that means they need their money.
Yes.
A lot of them have families. A
Yes.
lot of them are trying to make ends meet. A lot of them have kids. There is no way I'm giving a grown man or a woman who gets in their car, takes my precious food, puts it on their chair and curdles it, and they take care of it, and they bring it to my door, and sometimes they even ring the doorbell. They don't even put it on the floor. And they take care of my chicken,
but
and I'm going to give them $2?
So I paid the extra to be a priority delivery. I should get it faster than the other people. The original delivery time was 30 minutes. They brought it in an hour and 10 minutes. No, I'm not tipping.
No, I'm not ordering
you 40
with you
minutes
again.
Late?
I'm not ordering with you again. I am
Blows
not.
and skirts.
I always thought that they didn't see the tip until after you drop it off, but that's not the case. They can total it. That's how they know who tipped them or not. We did a show not long ago where the woman didn't tip. Remember? And she took all the food back.
Oh, yeah. I do remember that.
Because the woman was
but
like,
that was Instacart. That was groceries.
It
That's
doesn't
different.
matter.
Man.
No,
and then the girl showed up, y'all. She was on her phone. She opened up the door. I don't know if she had just got through smoking. Her car smelled like a whole backwood. I'm like, she just gonna hand me my
smoking
food
right now?
You gonna show up with my food late and hot? No, ma'am. $2.
Look who's talking about smoking and high.
I ain't gonna show up to you. Don't put me out there.
I love you, Kris. I love you. Okay, we gotta start. We choosing violence now. Guys, we got a big show lined up for you. We're gonna have a lot of great topics. And today's a lot of weird topics. I don't know what's going on in the world. Jesus. But we gotta start with the breakdown. So let's get into it. So Marlene Lopez, a 52-year-old
One of our, we have an unruly
52-year-old woman was found listen, people just in the studio just threw me all
crazy.
off. Let's try this again.
Go ahead.
So this is what live TV is all about. This is live TV. This is what happens. Marlene Lopez is the woman name. She is 52 years old and she was missing. But she was found safely on Thursday in a shipping container. Now, law enforcement said she was in the container unharmed, no damage, but they did take her to the hospital because it seemed they wanted to check her for dehydration. Now, the the investigation is ongoing. No one knows what happened, how she got into the container, but the fact that they found her in there and she was banging on the door, let me out. And finally someone heard her and was able to unlock it. So she was actually in there, it seemed like 24 hours because she disappeared on Wednesday, was found on Thursday, and this is actually in Cocoa, Florida. Florida, of course.
Of course it's going to be Florida. At first I thought, is this another Carly Russell? Did this lady fake her own? But then I don't see how she could have locked herself in the container. But I will say this. So she got reported missing by one of her coworkers when she didn't show up to pick up her son from school. That's why it's important to let somebody know where you're at all times. Because if she not done it, she might still be in the container right now, but we are glad that she's out. But it's a weird story. We're going to have to wait to see what else develops with this story, but I don't know if
we're going to wait, because I really want to know, how did she get in the container?
Yeah.
Was she shipping something? Was she picking something up? I mean, I guess it could happen to anyone, but thank God she was found safe. Yeah. So we're going to move on. So now, no permit for concealed weapons. So 18-year-olds now in Louisiana, because of Governor Jeff Landry, he signed into Senate Bill 1 that 18-year-olds can now carry. I don't have a problem with the 18-year-olds carry. What I have a problem with is they can carry without training, so they don't have to have any proper training whatsoever. So you're telling me that we can now arm 18-year-olds with a gun and not teach them how to actually use it. Now, this new law is caught on the heels of so many tragedies that have happened last year with teenagers and actual gun violence. Now, the uptick, of course, has been astronomical, according to McCormick, but in regards to all that, they're still allowing 18-year-olds to now legally carry. But you cannot have a crime, you cannot have committed any wrongs, and you're able to carry.
I mean, when I read the governor's justification for signing this law, I mean, he said that 18-year-olds deserve to protect themselves against murderers and rapists, too. I kind of agree with that, and considering that Monroe, Baton Rouge, and New Orleans have all made the top 10 list for the most dangerous cities in America within the last 10 years, I mean, maybe it's time to revisit some of these. Maybe we do need to start letting the younger, because they're the ones they're getting robbed and stuff more than the older people are, because they're out in the streets late at night. So, I mean, I kind of get it. It's no fair way to do this gun thing. I think.
No, it's foolishness. It's blood seed foolishness. You gonna give an 18-year-old a gun and not teach him how to use it? No gun safety.
Yeah, they should be required to learn it.
No type of training. Just saying, go to Walmart, go to Target, and you're 18, so you can buy a gun, and you can buy a gun, and you can't even walk and spell, but you're gonna carry a gun. Absolutely not. There is a right way to do it. I don't agree with you. I'm gonna do the Trump hand. Here it goes.
Of course, I was reading a quote from one of the police officers, and they said that most of the time they're armed unlawfully anyway. So, I mean, it's not really stopping nothing. These kids are going to carry regardless. We can't stop them from carrying. Whether they're 18, 16, whatever, they're going to have it out there. So
they're going to have it out there because that law is passed. Until that law is passed, they're not supposed to have it out there. So if they get pulled over, they get penalized. Now that the law is written that they can, they will, absolutely. But it has to be done in a safe way. It has to be done responsibly, not just give them a gun and say, here you go. I don't agree with that.
I'm more afraid of people with mental health issues carrying than an 18-year-old.
Exactly. And that all goes back to the proper qualifications to carry, which is mental health check, which is assessment check, which is you know how to handle a gun. Should you handle a gun?
No, I'm just saying because most people are focused on, it's 18-year-olds, their brains aren't fully developed yet. And I'm like, well, it's 29-year-olds that are bipolar that are carrying weapons. So it's really...
Well, I'm not looking at it.
You know what I'm saying?
I look at it as anyone carrying a gun, you should have some type of training. There should be some assessment, whether you're 13, whether you're 25. If you learn how to use it properly, then I don't have a problem with it. It's the ones that have it and don't know how to use it and kill everybody and shoot themselves. That's a problem. But let's move on. So body cam video has been now seen from a California deputy who actually shot a autistic young man, so a teenager suffering from autism, and a 911 call was placed by the teen's mother, who in the background of the call, you can hear her actually yelling, saying, you have to take him, that he busted out of windows. Well, authorities showed up, and in a video, you can see exactly what happened here. Actually, you can pull it up while I'm talking. You can see what's going on here. They say supposedly the teen had a garden tool in his hand and he lunged at officers. But what's really unfortunate about this is not the first time. This is the 5th time that officers have been to this residence in the past, which tells me they should already have a record knowing that there's an autistic child there and there's a way to proceed with caution and accountability. Proper assessment training has to take place. They shouldn't have killed him. I don't agree with that.
Oh, and I hate to say I disagree with you, Ken. I feel like
That's
once you charge at an officer with a weapon, I don't care if you're autistic, blind, whatever, once you charge at that officer with a weapon, at that point their life is considered in danger. And it's unfortunate that he died, but I don't think, and people are saying, oh, they need to be trained to de-escalate.
They do.
Cops are not therapists. They are called to stop threats and violence.
Yeah, but
so if they show up and violence is coming at them, they have a split second to react.
I don't agree.
I'm sorry, y'all. That's just the reality of it.
I absolutely don't agree. The actual police force, they need to have community officers that can deal with de-escalation. There's a lot of mental health people in the community, especially when it comes to kids. If you know that you're going to an autistic home, you need to have the resources. You need to have an officer there with you. You need to have someone experienced that can de-escalate that autism.
The officer was literally running away with the gun.
No.
He was running from the dude. If we show the video again, he's running away.
I still don't agree. This is the 5th time. It's not the first time they've been to this house. If it was the first time, I get it. But this is the 5th time, and this is the only time that anything unlawfully has happened.
Which means that they handled it right the first time.
Which means them need to get people that can come and talk to the picnic and not chase him and kill him. What happened to stun a gun? What happened to lick? Them don't do that no more. Them can't run. Them
if you had to call the cops 5 times because your autistic son is aggressive, y'all need to put him on some medication.
No.
That's not the police officer's job.
You need
They're
to
not
put your
therapists.
gun down and get your stun gun together. We gotta take a break.
Hey, man.
The Candice and Kris show.
Let's go.
Come on.
Hey.
The Candice and Kris show. The Candice and Kris show. The Candice and Kris show.
Hey, man.
The Candice and Kris show.
Let's go.
Come on.
Hey.
The Candice and Kris show. The Candice and Kris show. The Candice and Kris.
Okay.
Welcome back to the show. You are just in time for Unfiltered. So today's guest, a singer, actor, and content creator with over 100,000 followers on social media. Please welcome to our show, Trey Hale, a.k.a. Everyday with Trey. Welcome to the show, brother.
How you doing?
Welcome.
So we're going to jump right into it, Trey. So you are from, let me make sure I say it right, Kalamazoo, Michigan.
Yeah.
What was it like growing up there, and how did you get into being a content creator?
Kalamazoo, Michigan is very blue collar.
Okay.
It's not diverse. Coming down here was a complete culture shock. So up there, like, we got white people, black people, Mexican people, Chaldeans.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay.
Now, in my city, we had a lot of colleges, so we had different minorities and everything, but overall, that's it. When I came down here, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Haitians, Jamaicans, like, so it was a big change.
Big melting pot, look at and Jamaicans, obviously.
I'm sorry.
but it was big, and honestly, social media has always been my thing. Like, I was big on Vine when Vine was out.
I remember Vine.
So I've always been into social media, always been out there trying to entertain people and have a good time.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right, fair enough.
So,
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
okay, no. So you're also a singer as well. So you have about 10 jobs. You have we'll take you as a Jamaican honorary. You have about 10 jobs.
Okay.
All right. So one of the jobs is you're a singer. So how did you get started in music? And are there any projects that you're working on now that we can look out for?
So I grew up in choir and in band, so I was always into music.
Me too.
Yeah,
They just won't let me sing.
So I grew up in music, and when I was 19 years old, me and my mom were in the kitchen watching Usher perform.
Okay.
And I could always dance too.
Me too.
So she was like, that should be you up there.
Right.
So because she said I started taking music seriously. So I've been making music for about 11, 12 years.
Okay.
I have 7 projects out on Apple Music and Spotify. So
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay,
I just dropped a project in February called Lord, I Need a Baddie.
Wait, hold on. Say what?
Lord, I Need a Baddie.
Lord, I need a baddie.
Lord.
So I'm downloading that today.
Hey,
Lord,
so-
I need a baddie.
So it was like it was
How
like
does that
December.
work?
It was December. And
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
having a good time. Like I was just like I was really this influenced to have a good time. I just made music off the fly.
Okay.
And I was like, you know what? That sounds like I'm having fun. Lord, I need a baddie. So
Lord,
that's
I
why
need a
made it.
baddie.
Yeah.
So is it a gospel?
No, it's not. Gospel.
So that's the male version of Sierra's prayer, basically. That's
basically,
what you get?
yeah, basically.
Download it, y'all.
Joint.
Lord, I need a baddie.
Well,
okay.
I see it. You got the light skin thing out. You
Oh,
got.
See,
You
violence.
got. I'm just saying. He got the look. You know, you light skin. You got the edge up, the face edge. It makes sense.
Now he turning red. Candice, you embarrassed the
It
man.
ma-
All right,
It
so
just
we gonna
makes
move on.
sense.
So in addition to your singing and content creating, you're an actor as
Yeah.
well. So how do you juggle both of those?
When I do get a chance to be on set and be part of a show, the music stops.
Gotcha.
Oh, I like that.
And then when I do have a chance when I'm not on set and I'm really influenced to make music, music doesn't take me long to do.
Okay.
I write songs in about 15, 20 minutes.
Okay.
I freestyle them and then I take my freestyle and I break it down to just writing it down.
Okay.
So usually it takes me about 1 or 2 months to really write a project.
A full project.
A full project.
Okay.
15 to 20 songs. And I'll knock it out and I'll record it. I record it myself.
Wow.
I put it out myself. I mix, master, do it myself and put it
Wait, write, record, mix, master,
Master.
15 song
By
project
myself.
in 2 months.
Yeah.
You a machine, bro.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've been working.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh, that's impressive.
Okay, you gotta write a song for me.
I got
But,
it.
okay, so you're a content creator. I don't know what's wrong with him, but you know, light skin unite. Power to the people. So you do so much, and you're also a content creator, right? So content creator, actor, singer. So which one do you prefer? Do you prioritize any of that?
I like acting the best, to be honest. with you.
Okay.
I like putting myself in a different character's shoes and embodying somebody different on a regular
Yes.
basis.
Yes.
There's something more fulfilling about once you shot something and you
Right.
watch it back and you're like, wow, that's awesome. We really knocked that out. We really killed
Right.
that. You get little feelings like that when you make music. When you're done with a song, you're like, oh, that feels good. I made it. But when you
Right.
see a full project that you spent learning lines, getting the emotion down,
And see the
really putting it out
end.
and seeing it at the
Yeah.
end, that just feels, that's a whole different feeling.
That's so true.
Yeah.
I feel the same way.
Yeah.
So Trey, I'm gonna pick your brain for a second. And as we all know, the law was passed yesterday. They're possibly banning TikTok.
Yeah.
Now, being that you have a huge following on TikTok, how do you feel about that, and how does that play into your career?
I'm not necessarily happy about it, but just like with COVID, you got to pivot. And you can't just live in the moment of negativity and
Yeah.
being pessimistic, or you're gonna sit there and you're not gonna get anything or grow from anything. So
That's
I've
true.
already been shifting on trying to push my Instagram and doing other things more,
okay.
so I can combat if I do fall off on TikTok, or if they do actually ban it, which I don't think it'll pass. People say, well, I don't think it'll pass the Senate. I don't think it will. But if it does, I'm ready to pivot. So it's all good.
Yeah. So just moving to the other platforms
Moving to the
and
next
focusing
thing.
on those.
Yeah, because when Vine left, that's what you had to do after Vine left.
Oh, that's
So it's
true.
like,
Yeah.
you got to keep moving until something hits. So
I don't know. It is looking like it will, especially the fact that the Senate is all for it. So now it's just a matter of that bill actually being voted on. It might happen. We never know. Yeah. But I love the fact that you have already figured out, okay, I don't need this. Let me start. Because so many people wait until the disaster happens to try to catch up. So it's good that you do it that way. Yeah. So you have a pilot on YouTube. Okay, so it's called BDSW. Why does that sound like a whole...
Because that's what it is.
Okay.
Wait, it sound like a what, Candice?
Like a bedroom type
Not safe for work video?
Like a tie-up type of...
NSFW?
So what is that? Okay, so what exactly does BDSW stand for? And tell us about it.
Big D, small world.
Is that what they really stand for? I did not know that.
That's what it stands for. So,
it's a family show.
Yeah. So right now, what's going on with the show is it's about a guy named Richard Little. He's a writer.
And his name is Richard Little.
He's a writer. And
is that an oxymoron?
Oh man.
Okay. That's the point. So the writing is really good. If y'all take a chance to watch the pilot, it's really good. It's really good. He starts off as this broke person, but he wants to become a famous writer, and he's willing to do anything at all costs to become a writer.
Okay.
And you're gonna watch him throughout the show question his morality on the decisions he makes to become that writer. Right now, the show is in the festival right now. So in the Issa Rae Festival right now.
Congratulations.
So we're in the semifinals
Congratulations.
right now. Okay. So
that's dope.
Girl, we'll be able to make a fool.
Okay, so we gotta really watch it.
BDSW.
We gotta watch
BDSW
it.
on YouTube. You type in BDSW pilot.
I'm scared too. I don't know what
it's not too crazy. It's just an intro, so it's not crazy.
I mean, I just would expect the name, dog. You gotta.
No, but you know what? I think that's great. Congratulations to
congrats
you.
on
All
that,
joke aside, I think, I love creators when they are able to get into that space and do that. So congratulations to you. I really hope that it goes far. We joke a lot, but seriously, that's amazing. I want to switch gears for a little bit, and bring you in on a situation that's going on.
Okay.
So, Waka Flocka, rapper Waka Flocka and his ex-wife Tammy Rivera, they were on Love and Hip Hop. Well, now Tammy Rivera and his new girlfriend Mel are swapping words on social media, and it's really getting ugly. So Tammy had a post on her Instagram story, right? So the meme read, "No one can ever make me jealous over a seat I had first. You wouldn't be sitting here if I didn't give it up." So Mel took that as a personal dig towards her, who responded with, "Being washed up and can't let go of your past is type crazy." She also had Diddy and Bryson Tiller's song "Gotta Move On" playing while adding to the bottom. So now they're going back and forth. What do you think, about this? Because that you got the ex and then you got the new girl. Should they even be in this?
I mean,
should Waka say something? Waka Flocka,
Waka Flocka.
It can be like, I think you can look at it from different angles. They've been broken up for years.
Right.
She could be shooting her shot at a whole different person. She could be dating someone we don't know about.
She's supposed to be in a relationship,
so
allegedly.
She could be going at that ex or whatever.
Right,
so all we know is because Waka's famous, that's who we going. But you know what? At the same time, I can see the angle that, she coming at Waka, so.
But think about this angle too. So many people put a post up on social media and people are madly think it's about them. Like you literally can't put anything up anymore without somebody on there getting some kind of offended. They're like, is that about me?
I think initially it might not have been about Mel, but Tammy's response after it went viral kind of made me think it was, because she said something to the effect of, "Me and Waka just talked last night, and you need to put this girl in her place before I hurt her feelings." She called her a shine Tammy, basically like a great value version of Tammy. So at that point, I'm like, okay, she's getting a little petty.
Yeah.
It seemed like she's getting a little petty, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think so, because Tammy has to talk to Flocka. They have kids together.
Charlie is in her 20s.
So it doesn't matter.
The kid is grown.
It doesn't matter. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Waka's and her still fund her life.
You still, it doesn't matter how old a child is. You're still at some point this person is in your life forever.
Yeah.
Regardless.
I mean, But the fact that she said we just talked about this last night.
You messy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you are messy. You are
Yeah,
messy.
you messy.
But you know that could possibly, you know, when he say it like that.
Yeah,
like,
it
I think
could be.
CJ want the girl to know they
I think
still talking.
it could have turned into like, it could have turned into beef, but I don't think it necessarily started.
I don't think so. I'm with you,
It could
Trey.
have turned into beef. I don't think it necessarily started, you know.
I agree with Trey. I agree with Trey.
I feel like if you unbothered, you stay unbothered.
I agree with that too.
You can't do both, Trey.
I can't do-
You
I
gotta
can't agree with
pick-
that.
You
Look,
can't.
wait, now he came full circle now.
Trey,
Now you see what
Trey, you can't sit
I'm
on the
with you.
fence. No, you can't sit on the fence, Trey.
I'm agreeing with you wholly on this situation.
Okay.
But on life on a regular basis, you shouldn't be bothered.
Okay. Come
But I agree with you on
Yes.
the situation.
Okay.
we in the game, dog.
Okay. Okay. He just needs somebody to agree with him at all times in life. It's all right.
I have to fight for my life every day on this set.
We gonna let him have it. But thank you for being on the show.
Thank you, man.
You're
Appreciate
a
it,
great
brother.
guest.
And congratulations on your
And
success,
congratulations. We are going to check, especially me. I gotta see this.
bro. I'm downloading Lord, I Need a Baddie. And y'all download it
Look,
too.
remember, that's YouTube BDSW. We got a winner sitting with us, so check it out. But guys, we're out.